Hello again, I am Jim Bob and welcome back to our cleanup crew challenge for Green Cities here on the PS4. And so we have some new items to add into our park. Remember, right at the end of the episode we hit level 3. There you can see is our level 3 rating there. Our income is now substantially better than our expenses, but of course that's all about to change because we're going to throw in some bigger, more expensive rides to run. But they'll improve the value of the park again. So, what do we unlock? We had 3 things. We had our bumper cars, our haunted house, and our swinging boat, our pirate ship. So, we need to figure out whereabouts in the park we want these to be. I kind of like the idea of our pirate ship being sort of inside here. I'm still having issues with the pad, as you can see. I've actually been on the phone between episodes to PlayStation support and haven't had an answer yet, so I'm waiting for an email response, but it's looking as though I might have to just take this pad back, get it replaced. Oh, this is quite big, isn't it? Oh, look at that, that fits perfectly around there. Absolutely perfectly in that little kind of pre-built space of path that I put in there. There's another one of our little creepy little mascot characters wandering around our park. And the bumper cars is the next one. We've got not much stuff sort of over here. Let's put our bumper cars just there. There we go. So we've got a few new rides and attractions. Again, we're going to jump in and have a look on foot. Let's go as our mascot friend again. I can't get up there, but there's our bumper cars. They look like they're having a lot of fun. Very cool. Here's our pirate ship. That's pretty pretty violent motion, but we are on a speeded up time, of course, so that's why it's moving faster. We put it on turbo speed. Look at the way that thing's moving. That's just terrifying. That's more like it. And let's have a wander over to our haunted house. You can hear the sound effects. It's almost a shame that we can't go in. Do like that though, the big skull there. That was a ghost in the window, I think, there. Oh, we've got a ghoul at the top. Some ghosties and some demons poking out the windows. And a giant spinning pumpkin head on the roof. Very cool. Right. So the park's had a nice little update. How has that affected our income? Wow, look at our expense. Our expense is now 1,144. That's rocketed up. Okay, definitely need to get that sorted. Do I have a park maintenance? I know I've got one. It's info views. Parks. There we go. Okay, this stuff is looking pretty kind of run down, isn't it? We want this stuff to be boosted. So... got a full cemetery over there that's going to need to be dealt with. I don't think we've got enough. I think we've got enough with this particular team here. We've only got 10 trucks. Let's go to our budget and increase our budget for parks. Or more importantly, for park services. Where is that? It's tours. Maybe it's not here. Maybe it's leisure. Let's bump that up to 125. Yeah, there we go. So that's going to get an extra 2 trucks out. Okay, so we're going to Go back and we'll actually bump that all the way up to 150, but just during the day. We won't bother with our nighttime budget because we're not running a day-night cycle. So that should get an extra truck out. There we go. So that's 13 trucks now instead of 10. That'll help deal with our issues, or get our parks turned over a little bit quicker. Get them improved. So speed time up again. Let's see if we can see where they are at the moment. They're all kind of milling around here at the moment, going in and out. There's a lot of parks, look, that are in need of attention. These pink ones are okay. Another grave cemetery over here that needs emptying. Again, these need boosting. Had a bit of a boost, but needs a top up at some point. These definitely need boosting. A lot of stuff in here needs boosting. And then all of this needs a boost, as you can see. Are we going to get anything come over the bridge? I can see if I can see a blue truck in there. Not at the moment. In fact, where is the nearest blue truck? There's one there, boosting our volleyball courts. Are they going to go back to the centre, or are they going to go somewhere else? Going somewhere else by the look of it. No trucks over here. Oh, no, we've got one. It's just boosted that park, but it's not going to be... This is the other thing as well. It's kind of crazy, but it's the other thing that really frustrates me sometimes about this is that you'll have a maintenance team come out, and they'll come to one building and then they'll bugger off to the opposite side of the map, and it'll be half an hour before they come back this way again. So there's another one coming through. Let's see what this is going to fix. It'll do one thing and then it'll disappear again. You watch. They're coming into the theme park itself. Are they going to do the whole theme park? Ah, beautiful. Look at that. They won't, though, deal with the placeable theme park just there. So that someone else is going to have to come out to that. But that's our park boosted. So let's see. There you can see the maintenance showing fully boosted. That should give us a nice big boost to our entertainment and maybe even our income. The attractiveness has certainly gone up. We could boost the price up to say $15 now, I think. See if this has a drop-off effect. Oh no, there we go. A nice big boost. Our expenses are higher though with the park maintenance. And you can see how quickly it's degrading as well. Look at the maintenance bar sliding down. Yes, we're on ×3 speed at the moment, but even so, you see how quickly that boost effect is wearing off. That's alarmingly fast. Right. We've got the park sorted. We need to fix the traffic over here. It's a little bit kind of problematic. Are we getting many people using this stop? A few people, not many. As long as some people are using it, then it's paying off. It seems to be okay. I'm still having to fight the analog stick from time to time. I might possibly go back to an older pad, one that didn't seem to have this issue. I don't know if it's an interference issue or if it's a problem with the pad or a problem with my console. Now my console is several years old now and it may well be that. I really hope it's not. If it is, I'm going to have to send it off and get it fixed, and that means I'm going to be gone with it for ages. And I'm probably going to lose all my data on it as well. Right. Enough of my ponderings. Let's get back to building. We were going to build on this area over here, weren't we? So let's turn our attention to that. What I kind of want to do as well is I want to get this to stay dipped down if I can. So let's pause this. Just going to take that out there for a second. I'm going to take that out. And that and that and that. And if I go to terraforming, I want to keep the size relatively small, not too small, but not too big either. And I want to make it very, very weak. What I want to do is I want to lower this down a bit. That should be deep enough. That's probably a bit too deep. But we'll do that. And now if I go to select a target position. There we go. And we're going to flatten this out. I want to have a slightly recessed channel through here so that I can try and run... Oh, god damn it. So I can try and run bridges over the sort of freeway connection. This cursor thing is really starting to do my head in now. It's an intermittent problem as well. It's not constant. It's, I mean, it seems to happen for a bit and then it stops and then it starts playing up again. I don't know why, and it's just so frustrating. It's constantly fighting the stick. I really don't know why it's doing it. I wish I did. If I knew what the reason was, I might be able to do something about it. Right. So, now that we've got a slight recess, we need to just extend that back a bit. To here. We can try and pull up on this lower plane like this, and then these slip roads we can feed in. So, let's go to our road building tool and gradually bring that up to our intersect point, which is there. Now we should, as you can see, just connect like that, and we should be at a slight recess running through here. You can't see it very clearly, but there is a little bit of a recess like that. There you can see. So that'll make it a little bit easier for us to build bridges going over the top, because we can, if we go to our snapping tools and drop that down. Oops. Didn't do that. We can now just gradually raise this over the top. And look at that. We can get a straight line coming over, but it's really shallow. So we get a nice little gradual bridge going over and then coming back down again on the other side. Like that, for example. And there we go. We've got a really gradual bridge because we've slightly recessed the road underneath it. That's what I was trying to achieve with this kind of channel, and that's worked out quite nicely. So we'll put this road back in. Just keep control of the down controller. There we go. And you can see it just climbs back up again on the exit there. Now we need to upgrade these road types back to what they were. So let's put the slip roads back in. There we go. And was that a slip road? That was two-way, wasn't it? Yeah, that should be two-way. So I just need to change that to highway. There we go. We didn't change the bit underground, so that's fine. And then we need to change this as well. There we go. Alright. Good stuff. I'll get those hover cars sorted out. There we go. Oh, look at that. I don't think I've seen that before. Caravan. I might have just seen them and not registered them as caravans before. Just, you know, I see that and I initially immediately think of tractor trailer, as we often see up here in our industry areas. And now I can't find one. Never a tractor around when you need one, is there? Over here, perhaps. Nope, that's a... yeah, there we go. So I might have seen them and just registered them as that, as a tractor pulling a trailer, but yeah, that's a caravan. That's kind of cool. I don't think I've ever really spotted those before. Very funky. Right. Now that we know that this principle works, we can take this out. We can actually put in a proper curved road, as opposed to just a very long stretched bridge like that. So, with that in mind, let's pick up a standard road build. Okay, we definitely want a road coming up here to kind of match that input road, although that is a bit wonky. Let's try and build out straight. There we go, that's better. I'm going to take that out a little bit further so that I can then put a gradual curve on the road. Bring it round to, say, there. Let's build up. And go over. And go down. Very nice. That'll do the job just about right. And now we've got a link from one part of the district to another. We'll do something similar over here. I might just, for now, just do that. But we can now link our two little areas together this way. Let's take that piece out. Let's bring... Do I want to build across that way any further? Well, we'll put something in there. It might just be a park or something, but we'll have something in this little bit of space. I don't want to go any further than that because then we start getting into the pollution area and also the noise pollution as well. So that'll be as far out that way as we go. And we might, as I say, might not even put houses in over there. Let's bring a road out this way. This is a bit more sort of bumpy, uneven ground. Get that kind of multi-level sort of approach to it. There we go, kind of a split level little setup just there. Let's bring this down this way a little bit as well. Like so. Still not sure if I want to put a bridge in over this way. There isn't really much space, is there? We can try. Trouble is, we're not probably high enough. No, we're in collision just there. Okay, let's see if we can go. Let's try from this angle. It's not quite high enough. We're in collision again. Let's go up a little bit higher. So it's the base of the tunnel that's causing the collision rather than the height. So we're going to need this to curve a bit. Nothing too drastic, but enough. Now let's see, that needs to come across a little bit more. It's a little clunky. We'll keep it for now. We might take that road out, I don't know yet. But there we go, a nice little extra bit of connection. Let's throw a little bit of building just there as well. This will be high density stuff. Let's check, we've got water. Not for all of it, for most of it. We can take this bit of piping out. Kind of random little bit of piping there, and then we can throw a little bit of pipe up from here just to cover what's missing, like that. Don't need to worry about power. Let's put some zoning in. So we want some high density living space, and we have got a demand as well now for residential again, which is good. So let's throw in some high density res. Dezone that one. Again, trying to stay away from that polluted ground there. I'm not sure if that's going to spread or not. We'll make all that a little bit of high density res along here as well. And I think I might have some offices somewhere around here. Maybe on this lower level here. Actually, yeah. If we put offices here against this main road here, they're going to be less susceptible to the problems of noise pollution. And we can have a little bit of commercial on the inside, perhaps. You know, we'll put the commercial here. Like that. Let's put some offices on this inside. Make this a little office block area. We'll extend our residential around the edge here as well. I'm going to put offices there and there. And I'll put commercial in those two blocks. There we go. And then I'll put some offices there. That'll do for now. This stuff is probably going to stay low density. So we'll just zone this in. Give people a choice of high or low density for new people to the city. Let's make those offices. Go. We'll do that for now. We've got a... wrong direction. Stop panning. It. Oh, god damn this controller. It's driving me crazy. Right, there we go. Let's sort out that traffic conflict that we had there. So we can now get traffic coming in off the slip road, which you couldn't do before. So anything coming in this way had to go all the way up to the top, turn around, come all the way back down and use that slip road. That's not good. So that's fixed that. Our new building's going in. Let's speed time up. Population is at 35 grand. It actually seems to have gone down a bit recently. Maybe just had a few people die off and not many people move in. You can see we're actually getting quite a big area built up around here now. We've still got all this space around here. All the rest of this space over here if we need it or want it. All this space here. And all the way out there as well if we do need to go that far. Not yet, but going forward maybe. So let's see what effect this will have on our population. What have we done as well with those new jobs? What have we done for our employment levels? 6%. That's what I like to see. Of course, we've got a whole load of new people moving in, so it might start going up again. Let's check our education levels. Eligibility is fine for elementary, fine for high school, more than fine for university, so we don't have to worry about education. That's all taken care of. Let's take another quick look at our health. It's been a while. Health is... average health has dipped at 79%. That's slightly worrying. It has gone down a percentage. Maybe it's a pollution issue over here, perhaps. Or just a noise issue. Could be both. Oh, it just went back up to 80, I think. Yeah, there we go. 5 people in the city are sick. That's not bad. Only 5 people out of 35,000 are currently sick. I'm happy with that. Let's see what else we can check. Noise pollution. still very, very noisy in these certain hotspots. That's horrendously noisy, that junction there. Not really all that surprising. Very, very noisy over here, as you'd expect. Our tram depot there, you'd expect that to be horrendously noisy, and it doesn't disappoint. I dread to see what it's going to look like over here. Oh, look at that. It's just horrendous. This especially. Look at the amount of noise being pumped out by these generators over here. And then you can see the businesses themselves. These upgraded ones are actually a bit quieter, aren't they? These ones here are a little bit further away. Let's see if we can maybe throw in a plaza or two to get these to level up. And that might make them a little bit quieter. Let's... There we go, I keep getting the wrong tab. Let's throw a plaza or two in. I can't drop one there. Let's try somewhere over here. We should hopefully see a little flurry of pings. If it's going to have a positive effect. A couple of buildings are upgrading. There's another one upgrading, just there, and another one. Let's see what they turn into. Not a huge visual difference, but a subtle change. They are now an extra level higher. Has that affected noise pollution for these buildings? Well, these ones that have just upgraded, you can see they've changed. They've gone from bright red, or very deep red, sorry, to this kind of pinky red. So they're not quite so noise polluting. That's good. So we still need something over here to give these a bit of a boost. Let's take a look at our emergency service coverage over here. Specifically sort of fire and police and stuff. Yeah, it's a little low in this corner over here, isn't it? Maybe we can find a spot nearby. What about if we were to drop in? Would that have an effect? A positive boost on those buildings over there? Let's have a look. There we go, getting some buildings upgrading with improved fire coverage. Let's trigger a whole wave of upgrades again. Excellent stuff. So let's do the same with police. Let's drop those in there. That should give it another trigger of upgrades. Look at that, the whole city, or the whole, estate just going absolutely nuts again. I love seeing that. I don't know why, I love to see it. It means you're doing something right when you see all those buildings sort of getting those little green ticks and scaffolding going up all over the place. It means they're getting a nice big healthy upgrade, which means bigger, more efficient buildings with more jobs and, as we've seen, lower noise pollution as well. So that's definitely having an impact. Look at the difference. Look at the difference. Some of these buildings now, they're hardly putting out any noise pollution at all. I mean, it's still a very noisy estate, but I mean, you can see the difference here, look. We had buildings that were completely solid red, like these ones here. Right, this car park. That was the whole block of buildings on this side. And then we had this wave of these sort of dark pink buildings here. And now these ones have upgraded and they're very, very pale pink. So you can see a definite improvement in noise pollution levels. I wonder if that will happen if we throw in a medical centre up here as well. Get another ping of upgrades. Question is, where can I stick it? Just there, perhaps? Another wave of happiness sweeps through the estate. Any more upgrades? Yep, another wave of upgrades. For some more buildings. I'm going to watch the noise pollution changes as they come into effect. If they come into effect. So you can see, obviously, the buildings turn white as they're being rebuilt to their next level up. Look at the difference, though, on this whole estate. It's so much quieter over here than it was a moment ago. In terms of sort of noise from the buildings, there's still, as I say, a huge amount of noise in the area, as you can see from this massive red blob underneath us. But we have reduced the building noise massively with those little tweaks that we dropped in there. Very, very pleased with that. Let's take one last look at our sort of improvement with a leisure. Could still be better over here. Let's try throwing in another plaza over here, perhaps. Put it there, opposite the entrance to the tram. That might give us a little bit more of a ping on this section here, nearest to us. It doesn't appear to have given us a big substantial boost to the buildings themselves, but it certainly improved the leisure rating in the area. So at the very least, that'll hopefully improve happiness and maybe potentially improve health ever so slightly as well. How are we doing over here? Oh yeah, terrible over here. Definitely needs a nice little boost. The amount of traffic there is shockingly bad. Just over in a plaza just there. It has an immediate impact and should hopefully improve the buildings a little bit. Let's throw another one in just there. Very nice. And you can see it's a much cleaner area over here in terms of pollution. There's hardly any. It's quite a clean industry, the logging industry, especially with the additional policy that we have in place, which I believe should be in place. Go to the Explore tool, check out our districts. We check our policies. We should have pollution improvement in here. We've got recycling, parks and rec. It's city planning, isn't it? Filter industrial waste. Yeah, there we go. So that makes them pollute a little bit less. Alright, yeah, I'm happy with that. This roundabout's a little bit busy. We've had that big influx of traffic here again. It's clogging up the roundabout, so we are going to have to look at switching this over, I think, back to single direction rather than bi-direction. That plaza had a knock-on effect on that series of buildings there. It's possible. It's possible they've been triggered by the effect ever so slightly. I'm continually having to fight this annoying issue with the controller here. It's got to be a faulty one. I'm thinking I'm gonna have to take it back. Just looking to see. Look how much traffic is coming in off here. It's a huge amount. Yeah, we definitely need to improve getting traffic out of the estate. Okay, let's go to... should I see the negative impact of me Now we've got the new one over here, haven't we? So let's see. Quick access would be to come up across and straight out that way. Okay, so yeah, I'm actually not too worried now about switching this over. So let's go to upgrades. Have to change direction on these. Traffic comes in, goes out that way, goes out that way. Change direction. Alright, let's see what that does to our traffic flow around here. Might go 3 lanes actually, going up here. At least up until, or from this point perhaps, go 3 lanes. Let's make that a 4-lane exit point there. 3 lanes there. It's going to be really lopsided. Let's try doing that. See if we can encourage traffic to filter into the lane that it wants to go into. It won't let me upgrade that, I don't think. There we go. Seems to be flowing quite nicely. Let's also try that at the entrance here as well, see if that makes a difference to stuff getting into the right lane. It makes absolutely no difference. Traffic is all just sticking to 1 lane again. They got 4 lanes to filter into here, and then, you know, if they're going in there, they could go 2 lanes around here, 2 lanes into that way, and they're just not doing it. They're just staying in single lane. That's so frustrating with the traffic doing this. That needs to be improved with this game. They know that. They know they have to improve it. I also think we've got an issue here because the way the roads are merging, they're not using the sort of left-hand lane here because it's telling traffic to loop around that way. So I'm going to see if I can upgrade this side here to 3-lane. To try and encourage traffic to why would it let me use that piece there? That's because that one's been upgraded. Okay, let's go take that back down to 2. Let's try do it in stages if I can. Nope. Okay, let's pause for a second. Let's take that out and let's just go straight for 3-lane freeform. There we go. So now we've got 2 lanes going that way, and then the 3rd lane for turning around, which traffic shouldn't be doing anyway. And let's also put that in place a little bit further back there as well. Give them a chance to get into the right lane, hopefully. Maybe see traffic starting to filter into 2 lanes. Oh, we're getting cutters, look. People who are just driving in that empty lane all the way up and then cutting in right at the junction. That is one of the most annoying things that you see on the roads. People just whizzing past, and then you know you've got merging coming up because you might have a lane closure, roadworks or something like that, and people will bomb down that empty lane and then try and cut in, and you just see all these drivers just going nose to tail to stop them from pulling in between them. It's still clogged up really over here, isn't it? It's still pretty bad. I wonder, this might be a bad idea, but I wonder what would happen if I were to filter a lane off over here. This is probably going to cause major issues at this junction, but we'll see. I'm thinking of the trash trucks, because we are getting trash trucks using the highway. You can see one right there. Obviously it's gone past the junction now. It's too late for that one to react to the change that we've made, but you never know. It's still really bad here, isn't it? Just trying to get traffic to filter in at this junction. This triple lane idea just has not worked. We are getting a few cars filtering out that way, as expected. It's now going to clog up that junction there. In fact, all traffic is using that. They're all bypassing because the slip road is faster. Okay, so that's not going to work. Alright, let's see if we can do it just for trash trucks. So, let's try and be clever. We run this across like this. We'll make that into a slip road going on, and then if we bring it back over this way to stop traffic from looping around. Actually, let's see if we can just drop that onto the roundabout like that. And we're going to get traffic going that way. So let's take that out. This is probably just going to be counterintuitive to what I'm trying to do, but we'll see if that... I'm just experimenting at the moment, just seeing what that's going to do. That's going... it's going in the wrong direction because I forgot to upgrade the road type. I need to change direction. Genuinely curious if this is going to have any real impact. If our trash trucks will pick up on this and start using that to go into this area to unload. Or if they're going to continue to go up here to the roundabout and then follow it round again. Oh, there we go. We had a trash truck come up the slip road there. There's another one. That's working. We've got a slip road just for trash trucks. Because this is still a longer, slower route for all of our other traffic. So, that's worked. That's actually worked. By removing this route here, we stopped all this traffic trying to shortcut its way through that estate there. So let's try and filter our traffic on the run up to that. Not like that. Upgrade. Like that. Try and keep the traffic flowing a bit better. And there we go. There's a dedicated turn-off lane for trash trucks. We're getting the odd car that's going to use that shortcut as well. They're getting out to go to work, I think. Yeah. Excellent. Just a simple little thing. I mean, it's not had an impact on this area here, but that's certainly taken the trash trucks out of the equation for the most part over here. So that's worked out quite nicely. Still got this issue with this junction here, though. All these lanes, and we can't kind of get the traffic where we want it to go. So annoying. We go back to 3 lanes there and just see what happens. Probably absolutely nothing. Are we on traffic lights? Oh, we are. Ah, okay. That might not be a good thing. Might be why we're having some tailbacks there as well. Why is the traffic hesitating so much? And again, we're still just getting single file lane usage. So we just made our roads look really ugly and it's had absolutely no impact. Alright, let's dumb these roads back down a level. It's had no impact over there at all. You can see our trash trucks are getting that escape road treatment. I love that. Now all of our traffic is just merging here at this point. See our trucks starting to pull out. There we go. Pulls out. Goes off to his access point just there. Tell you what, let's see if I can also, and this might again cause a few traffic issues. See what happens if I reconnect over here. We never actually had road all the way here before. Let's see what happens. Are we going to get to see other traffic now to try and use this as a shortcut? In theory, they'll stick to the highway because the highway is a faster speed road. The fact that it's all clogged up with a huge tailback is irrelevant. You know, the speed of the road is a faster, more direct route, so they should stick to that. Traffic is not merging at the right point over here. We need to dumb that one back a bit. So there. Ah, come on, traffic. It's just so bad, isn't it? We could really do with just a direct highway connection there, feeding straight over to this estate. Never mind. And it's just having a knock-on effect through here again. Traffic's just really busy because of all the traffic coming in this way is really struggling to get into the estate. Okay. Well, some of our little changes have worked, some of them haven't. And once again, we've run out of time, so I need to have a bit of a think. Try and figure out how I'm going to clean this up. What's our population up to? 38,000. Everyone over here seems to be reasonably happy. We'll look at maybe adding in a little bit more building stuff and some parks and maybe some services over here as well. Try and get a little bit of a boost going on over here. Get some more people in. See, we are still getting some buildings leveling up. There's scaffolding going up around that one just there. But we do really need to concentrate now on getting our population level up quite dramatically. Need to kind of pretty much double it. Let's just untick these. So we really do need to go on a bit of a tear now and putting in some high density. I might even start putting some high density in through these areas in places, little patches of high density. Not big swaths of it like we've got over here, but certainly, you know, a few buildings here and there. Get those up to a bigger building. And we'll start building probably over here as well. Again, keeping workers reasonably close to our estate area over here with a tram access point somewhere over here perhaps. So that's it from me. Thanks for watching. I am Jim Bob and I'll be back with some more of our cleanup crew challenge for City Skylines Green Cities here on the PS4 very soon.